Hey, what's up, everyone? This is AJ, your host, excuse me, of the Startup Junkie. And as you could tell, I've been a little bit under the weather, but I am back here today for you. And why? Because I had a real interesting past week. Attended some fantastic fights, and I was also privy to actually see a lot of the hard work that actually went into the fantastic performances by all of the fighters from Metro Fight Club, and and all I can say is it just makes me reflect on the true meaning and essence of entrepreneurship, and that is if you put in the work, the rest will take care of itself. And as you can probably tell from the caption, or at least the description, that's really what I'm here to kind of talk to you a little bit about today. And so before we get started, let me just go ahead and share some information with you here. One, be sure to check us out on all of our social channels. It's right there in front of you. And this is episode number 28 of the Startup Junkie. And if you're in to podcasting, be sure to check us out on iTunes, TuneIn, Spotify, as well as iHeartMedia. And for sure to come, we're going to post all of our content on SoundCloud, so you'll have access to it as well. Also, as promised, we do multi-stream. We multi-stream directly here on Facebook within my personal profile, as well as in our private group, and we are on YouTube. That's right. So you can catch us out on multiple social channels. Probably next month sometime, we're going to get into streaming live on Periscope, which is Twitter, but we'll definitely announce it and let you know how and where and what time to catch this show, the Startup Junkie, which is 100% dedicated to actually helping you scale your business, or helping you, at the very least, get your business started, because you are the entrepreneur. So now, here's the deal. So I have a camera facing here, and I have my screen. I have one, two, three screens. I have a screen here, I have a screen here, and then I have a screen in the back. So I'm gonna flip between screens and looking back, and I'm gonna make sure that I answer your questions. Okay. And so thank you very much to Lisa for checking in. We appreciate it. It's clear she's on Facebook. Hey, if there's anybody on YouTube, I'd like for you all to chime in. If not, no worries. Like I said, we just started simulcasting or multi-streaming live to YouTube. So I know, when you first start, it takes a little bit. But so let me just double check to make sure. We just started. Oh yeah, so we're definitely on YouTube. So let me just make sure that you all can. You can see me, and if you need to, send a little shout out to us on YouTube, definitely do that. So let me type in and show you that we are streaming live. Okay. Yep. So definitely want to make sure we're streaming live before I get into today's content. And as you know, I always recommend a book at the beginning of the show, and today is going to be no different. And so, yes, good people, we are streaming live on YouTube. All right, cool. So everything is working as planned. So let's just get into it. Like I said, in the very beginning of every show, I'll always recommend a book, a game, a podcast. I recommend something, maybe a documentary, something that can actually help you along your entrepreneur journey. And today is no different. So today I want to recommend this to you. And the reason why I'm recommending this is because I'm actually going to talk about this on Wednesday. And the book is Michael Gerber's E-Myth Revisited. Okay. Well, this is E-Myth Mastery. This is like the second or third book in the series, but let me just to give you the crux, or just to give you a synopsis. E-Myth E stands for entrepreneur. So it's really about the entrepreneur. And so this is all the book, that is the E-Myth Revisit and E-Myth Mastery, is all centered around creating systems for yourself in a business. Because let's just be honest, most of us who call ourselves entrepreneurs, are we really entrepreneurs, or are we just self-employed individuals? Because think about it. A true business is one that you can leave and take a vacation and you do not have to be there in order for the business to work. A prime example of this is McDonald's. Okay, that's a prime example. And that's because, by the way, at the age of 51 or 52, that's because Ray Kroc, when he basically bought the rights to actually use the McDonald's name to start the franchise or the string of restaurants, McDonald's, he knew that he had to actually not work in the business, but work on the business. In fact, he didn't even office, when his very first store, he didn't office himself in his very first store. He actually opened a corporate office down the street from where his first store was. Why? Because he had to work on the business. And what does working on the business mean? Creating systems that are so simple that you don't have to depend on someone with high level skill in order to actually help you run your business. Okay. Prime example of that, again, is McDonald's. The systems in McDonald's are so easy that even high schoolers can actually run the business. And so I say all that to say, on Wednesday, we're really going to dig deep into the E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. And I'm going to recommend some things that you can do as an entrepreneur to actually help you along your journey. And if you're a current business owner, maybe struggling, I'm going to offer some things for you as well. Plus, on Wednesday, I'm going to give you an offer. Let me put it to you like this. This offer would be worth $1,000 to you and your business. But what you're going to get from this offer is something that's going to help you make your business so tight and so efficient that you can't help but be productive and increase the bottom line, which is your profit. So now let's get into it. No easy fixes. So to give you the story again, over the weekend I attended the FC Fury Fighting Challenge, right? And hashtag Team Metro Fight Club had a bunch of fighters, and people that know me know that I train jiu-jitsu there, right? So while I'm training jiu-jitsu, I'm always seeing the hard work that these guys are putting in when they're training, right? They're putting in the work, the blood, sweat, and tears. And this past Sunday night, all of the hard work showed off. Okay? It showed off with titles. It showed off with defensive titles. And it was basically a fantastic night for Metro Fight Club. Now, but as I'm watching this, my mind is always going to business. I could not help but think how what I witnessed in the gym and what I witnessed as a result of all the hard work applies 100% to business. Now, let me ask you, as an entrepreneur, how many times, or even as a business owner, or even as a wantrepreneur, a person that wants to start some type of business, how many times have you been tempted by the easy fix? The easy fix is those guys these self-proclaimed gurus who promise you fame and fortune and caviar wishes and whatever you call it, cocktail wishes and caviar dreams. However that saying goes, you're always promised that if you spend, say, $9.97 on a course, okay? Or if you subscribe to a course to teach you how to do all this business, because these guys are experts. These guys promise you that just from this small investment, pretty much overnight, you will become a success. Just be honest. How many of us have been tempted by that? And the funny part about it is, even though I know better, right? I've been tempted by that so many times, okay? In fact, I've purchased courses. I've gone to seminars. I've attended webinars online. I've watched hours and hours of video, only to find out that most of the time, all I had to do was a simple search, right? A simple search, and you'll see something come up like scam, okay? Or the review of something, scam, not good, not a good program. When all I had to do before I actually spent my money was to just do a simple search. So I am saying to you, from the lesson that I'm going to share with you here today is that there are no easy fixes, right? If you put in the work, everything will take care of itself. So what does that mean? Putting in the work. Okay. Let's just say if your ultimate goal is to get into real estate. Okay. Say that's your ultimate goal. And you're inundated with, money making secrets, how to buy, property for no money down, only to find out, like, once you spend thousands and thousands of dollars into a program like that, you still need money down. They're just talking about not using anybody else's money. Okay. But I mean, not using your money, but using someone else's money. But at the end of the day, you still need money. Right. So no easy fixes, no quick solutions, putting in the work. If you were in that situation and you wanted to be a person that buys real estate, why not go to real estate school? Why not buy a course online from a reputable a place that actually teaches you how to get a real estate license and actually learn real estate from the ground up, right? And so when you actually put yourself into a place of where you're actually getting it from a reputable source, whatever it is, a skill that you're learning, when you're actually getting it from a place that's been tried and true, or a course that's been tried and true, that has great, fantastic reviews, and that has a history, right? You start to quickly be able to decipher and disseminate the good stuff from the bad. In other words, what's great for you and the bullshit that's out there. But it actually took you actually going through that real estate course, okay? And this applies to any type of business. Any type of business, because there are no easy fixes. And this is what I call, by the way, talking head video, where you don't see my fancy backdrops with the big TV screen with a Startup Junkie logo or any wall foam. You don't see any of that. You know why? Because I really felt like, or I felt compelled to actually come and talk to you today and tell you that there are only 3 simple things that you need to do if you want to accomplish anything. The first thing is, 1, do your research. That is the absolute first thing. Do your research. But the type of research you need to do is you need to research 2 different things. 1, you need to research the industry in which you're trying to get into, right? And the second thing you need to research is who is the best at that in which you're trying to get into, right? Well, I would say 3 things. The third thing is you need to research where did they learn, or how can you learn something similar from the best who are in your industry, right? So again, number 1, research your industry. For whatever industry you want to be in, whether it's real estate, whether it's cutting hair, whether it's becoming a professional stylist, whether it's becoming a professor, or whatever it is, you need to research it, okay? Number 2, you need to research the best in your industry. Learn their stories. Learn about what they've done, okay, to become successful, okay? Because I guarantee you, most overnight successes aren't really that. You only see the front story, right? The success, but you don't see the backstory. However, research allows you to explore the backstory and what it actually took those people to get where they are. And number 3, research on how you can learn what it is you want to get into, okay? If it's real estate, what are the best real estate schools, okay? If it's investing, what are the best investing schools, okay? What are the best investing schools online? What are the best investing schools, where you can actually go and sit down? Are there any universities that you can actually take a course to learn investing? You know what I mean? So all of that to say, it always starts with, number 1, research. Researching those 3 different things that I told you. Number 2, and it's super simple, just put in the damn work. That's all you have to do. Just put in the work. Once you've done all your research and you've committed yourself to actually doing what it is you say you want to do, you actually have to put in the work. And once you put in the work, here's the most valuable advice someone ever gave me, and I'm giving it to you. Once you put in the work, don't be frustrated by the slow pace of the work, the redundancy of the work, the same old mundane shit that you have to do when you're putting in the work. You want to know why? Because if you take a Michael Jordan, a LeBron James, or a Kobe Bryant, or you take any of those professionals, I guarantee you, whatever particular skill that they have, they've put in endless hours doing the same mundane shit day after day, minute after minute, hour by after hour, day by day, week by week, and year by year to become what we deem the best. You know what I mean? Did you know that a baseball player, in order to be considered the best, right? To be considered the best, maybe hit, and I could be wrong on this because I haven't checked this statistic in a while, but you don't have to hit a perfect 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 times every time you at bat. If you hit 6 and 7 times, you're considered one of the best, right? You don't have to have the best fighting record, right? But if you have the highest percentage of wins, you can be considered one of the greatest of all time, right? A lot of people consider, Muhammad Ali the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Ali lost, and it was okay. But Ali worked on his craft every day, the same old mundane shit, day after day in the gym. In fact, if you see any of Ali's captions or any of his pictures, he always talks about the hard work is in the gym. The fight is easy, right? So your fight to do what it is that you want to do, the fight is easy. The hard part is putting in the work. There is no easy fixes. So number 2, put in the work. And I'm going to give you number 3, okay? Number 3 is don't be frustrated, again, by your movement. Because I believe in the Kaizen effect, or the 1,000% rule by Brian Tracy, or the compound effect, like I said, by Darren Hardy, or what the Japanese call the Kaizen effect. Incremental improvements over a long period of time lead to massive results. And so every time you put in the work, you're getting better and better. If you can just get a 10% better every day, over 10 years, you'll be 1,000% better than what you are today. Okay? So I just wanted to come to you and share this message with you, because you know why? I really believe that we all have a special purpose. Okay? We all have something special that we can do with our lives, but we just have to put in the work, and we have to realize that there are absolutely no easy fixes to anything that we're trying to do in life. And I remember that and remind myself of that every time I'm frustrated. Okay? Every time things doesn't go my way. Every time when I think I've absolutely 100% knocked a pitch out the park and it doesn't happen, I don't get the sale. Sure, I get a little frustrated, but let me tell you the approach I take. Since I know that incremental improvements lead to massive results, but you just have to stick with it. You have to put in the work. I never say, and I'm suggesting this to you, I always ask, what did I do right? But I never say, what did I do wrong? I always say, how can I improve? Just think about it. Open your mind up to this. Put in the work. There are no easy fixes. And that's my message I wanted to share with you today here on the Startup Junkie. So I really appreciate everyone checking us out today. Be sure to like us on all your social channels. Be sure to share this post. Please share this post. If you feel that this message resonates with you and you feel like it can help someone else and you feel like it can resonate with someone else, definitely share it. If you like podcasts, be sure to check out the Startup Junkie live show, okay, on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, as well as iHeartMedia. I'm AJ. until tomorrow, yes, remember I told you we're going to do it more frequently for you all, okay? We're going to talk about tomorrow. Actually, we haven't really come up with the topic. I literally was thinking about switching the E-Myth Revisit and talking about putting in systems, creating efficiency for your business, or or creating some way of being able to monitor and control everything that's going on with your business. But it all starts with systems. I was actually thinking about doing that on Wednesday, but who knows? I might do it tomorrow. But nonetheless, I will see you tomorrow. I'm AJ, your host of the Startup Junkie. Until next time, everyone, we're out. Take care, y'all. Take care. Take care.